Sitting in Tamale nullifies the December 24 parliamentary elections in Pandai, further reducing the already reduced numbers of NPP MPs in Parliament. But the beleaguered MP, Matthew Nyindam, is planning to resist the decision using all legal means possible.
Yes, we respect what the judge has said. We vehemently disagree with him. I know that I won the election with a difference of 3,734.
Also, coming up, teachers in colleges of education embark on a strike over unpaid allowances. We'll be hearing from the students who are affected. And later, on Eyewitness News,
I have petitioned the president formally in accordance with the Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. The content of it, I can't disclose it, but when the president pushes it to the CJ, they will take it from there.
A staff of the Electoral Commission petitions President John Dramani Mahama to remove the chairperson of the commission and her two deputies. We'll be hearing more on that particular subject. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories here on Eyewitness News. And in business,
Bank of Ghana indicates Ghana is entering expansion mode as recovery phase ends.
That's in 50 minutes from the Citi Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a host of affiliate stations. In the Western region, we are on Premier 100.5 FM. We are also on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM. All of them are in Takrady. In Sunyani, in the Bono region, we are on Greener 95.9 FM. In Kumasi, in the Ashanti region, we are on Orange 107.9 FM. In Somanya, in the Eastern region, we are on Right 90.1 FM. In Aflau, in the Volta region, we are on Holy 98.5 FM. In Yendi, in the Northern region, we are on Dasuma 99.1 FM. In Navrongo, in the Upper East region, we are on Mike 105.3 FM. As well as in the Zuarungu area on Word 88.3 FM. In the Upper West region, we are in Wa on Bugli Radio 88.6. We are also live on YouTube and live on Facebook. Look for Citi FM. We are interactive. Join us with your messages on 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. I am Omaru Sandamadu here with Ejubi Uyafi Akintin. We will go to Pandai where there's a developing story. It happened earlier in the day. Ejubi, tell us a story.
Well, the incumbent Member of Parliament for Pandai, Matthew Nyindam, has filed notices of appeal and a stay of execution against the ruling of the High Court in Tamale, ordering a rerun of the parliamentary election in the constituency. The High Court had mandated a rerun within 30 days following procedural irregularities at the collation center during the initial election. The ruling favored the NDC candidate Daniel Nsalawakpal, citing breaches of electoral procedures that affected his right to participate. By filing the appeals, Mr. Nyindam seeks to challenge the court's verdict and temporarily halt the execution of the rerun pending the outcome of the appeal. Speaking to Citi News, the Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Haruna Mohammed, explained the rationale for the stay of execution, alleging irregularities in the High Court processes.
Proceedings of the court could do. Eventually, our lawyer and the other lawyer from the NDC were sitting, and then immediately when the computer was opened, the judgment was already being typed on the. And when it was sent, I said, "Hey, judgment already that we have not." So, meaning that a judgment was already being done on a matter that yet to be argued in court, and eventually, what we heard over the week. From the NDC people and from what we saw in court, we saw that all the bigwigs of the NDC in the region, including the regional minister who is the regional chairman, all of them were being seated, very excited, jubilating outside already before judgment had come out. So eventually the judge had ruled that the elections for Pandai, the rerun, and that is the entire election. And the bone of contention here is that 41 polling stations out of 152 polling stations went to court. Those 41 polling stations were the polling stations that NDC had issues with.
You heard Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Haruna Mohammed.
Rashid Tanko Computer is Deputy Director of Elections and IT with the National Democratic Congress. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Sandra, let me say good evening to you and your colleague and your cherished listeners across there.
Congratulations to you, but the NPP side says this looks predetermined. Your team of executives were in court even before the court started. They were celebrating, and over the weekend, your people were writing on social media that you are losing or you are going to gain one extra seat. And again, even the issue of the number of polling stations that were in contention, he did not think that there should be a rerun or a nullification and rerun of the entire election. Your comment?
Thunder, for my opponent, in fact, congratulations is the right thing. You have done the right thing. We deserve the congratulations. We've worked for it. I mean, we petitioned this matter since December. We've been following through this matter. We have adduced enough evidence to convince the trial judge that the election was not properly conducted, it was not properly collated, and that travesty of justice was done against the good people of Panda, and therefore the election should be annulled. In court, the petitioner brought in enough evidence. Look, this 41 they are talking of was just that were showing to them that this election was not properly conducted. Thunder, parliamentary elections are conducted under the collation, under Regulation 43 of CI 127. If you look at Regulation 43, from 1 to 8 up to H, it spells out how to collate parliamentary results. There are two forms used there. We have the Form 1C and the Form 1D. The Form 1C is the collation form. That is the aggregation of all the 152 polling stations results. Then the Form 1D is a summary, where you put in the summaries of the various candidates and now declare. Ask them what's making the noise around. When we cross-examine them in court, in fact, the first responder, which is the Electoral Commission, they couldn't produce that document. They didn't have it. So we asked them, how did you collect the results when you did not use the Form 1C? Who taught you that? Clearly, it shows that this election was rigged. And we showed enough evidence. So it was right for our supporters to start jubilating because the MPP could not counter the evidence we produced in court over the period. Was it not right for you as a petitioner, when your opponent could not counter your evidence, both respondents, the first respondent and second respondents, they couldn't respond to it appropriately. So we're right in our mind that they will lose this election and lose the fight in court.
Can you explain further the 41 polling stations bit? I did not understand what you meant.
I said the 41 polling stations were just examples that we brought.
So it was a sample.
To show to them that they were not properly collated, they were not properly added up to the tally of the results. And therefore, it affected all the results. Because they didn't have the collation form to indicate that we have collated up to this level. There was none.
So did you establish in court that other polling stations aside the 41 had similar problems?
Of course. What we said was that although we're given pink sheets, but we did not do collation. There's one thing being given a pink sheet.
So this is
but
collation.
We are not being collated.
This collation for the constituency level. So you're saying that all the pink sheets have not been tallied together. Is it the case that there were no pink sheets or they were not presented? How come the coalition was faulty?
That is why I'm saying that they did not do the collation. After they've done the presidential collation, which NDC won, then they started doing their own thing under the parliamentary collation. Then we realized that there were problems in the pink sheets that they were going to use to do the collation of the parliamentary results. Then skirmishes started. Instead of them to resolve the matter, they rather bundle everything and ran to Tamale without notifying the NDC, which was a party to the coalition, and did their own thing in Tamale. But interestingly enough, they were not smart enough to use a coalition, the Form 1C, to do their own coalition and declare. They rather use the Form 1D, which is a summary sheet, put in total figures and declare Nyindam winner. That's why we protested against. So
the declaration was done in Tamale, you were not present, and you believe that it was not properly done, and that's why you went to the court.
Yes, that's it. We're not in Tamale. They didn't invite us. In fact, the officer tried to convince the court that he did invite us through the radio announcement and other thing. When we produced the video that he was claiming he used, that video was rather a declaration he was doing for Nyindam.
Okay.
That shows that he was lying under oath.
Now, Martin Nyindam says he's challenging this. He's filed a stay of execution and he's going to challenge this. Meanwhile, I think the decision of the court was for you to prepare for elections in the next 30 days or so.
Yes. I mean, he said he has filed notice of appeal and then a motion for stay. But we are not perturbed because no matter what they do, they will still lose because the evidence is so clear.
Very well.
And even interestingly enough, on Friday, we are waiting for the ruling. The trial judge said Friday that he will give us his reasoning behind the ruling today. So both parties, we've still not seen the reason behind him upholding our petition.
Okay.
But there's our opponents, as you know, they have gone ahead to file their motions and all that. We are not prepared. We are ready for the election.
Very
we are ready for it, and we are going in for it.
Thank you so much. Rashid Tanko Computer is Deputy Director of Elections and IT with the NDC. Let me speak to the MP. I'm sure it will be proper if I call him beleaguered now. You know Matthew Nyindam, MP for Panda. You're welcome to Eyewitness News.
My brother, how are you?
I am well. I'm not sure you are, though.
I'm very well, my brother.
How are you
Very,
well when
very
your
well.
seat has been taken away constitutionally from you?
You know something? It has not been taken away constitutionally. What I want to put on record is that I have been called to serve. That is my duty. As an MP, I have been called to serve. And I've listened to my brother Tanko. I just pray that there is God in heaven. All what he said, I listened to some aspects that he spoke. I can tell you that total lies. I will not even use any diplomatic language. He lied completely.
On which of the issues?
No, what?
Honorable, sorry, I'm losing you. I was asking you on what issues do you claim he did not state the truth? Honorable Nyindam, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Go.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear
What
you.
I'm saying is that issue number one, when you talk about coalition, you ask him whether they got all their 152 pink sheet or not. He said they got it. Is that not the case?
No, I asked him if they established in court whether there were challenges with all the other polling stations. He said yes.
Let me tell you.
In addition to the 41.
This is what happened. When we collated the results in Sandai, it started 7th after the polls. And by 10 o'clock, NDC had gone to sleep because they knew they had lost the election completely. So the collation started the next morning around 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, when our candidate conceded, they mobilized and came and vandalized and attacked the collation center. It was at that point when collation was completely done and it was left with the declaration that the MP and his group also came in. Then the youth mobilized and the PNI, the police commander, and then the military advised that if the declaration is done here, lives were going to be lost. So they advised that he should call his region and get an advice from the region. So the EC called the region, and the region said that he should tell all of us to come to the regional office for the declaration. The EC announced this, and in cross-examining their witness, their chief witness, he said that yes, he was at the collation center. Although he did not hear announcement, he was there and saw that the police escorted the electoral commissioner and the military. The police escorted the electoral commissioner and they were going towards Bimbala side. We should take the proceedings. It is clear there. Now, if you come to the 41 police stations that they claim that they are talking about irregularities, find that if you will make time for me, I will bring all the pink sheets into your stadium. Sit there, show you the pink sheet and tell you what they are complaining about. They are talking about verification. You know, if you are going to post, you are going for 2 elections, but the verification machine is 1. You verify, you are giving the presidential ballot, you go and vote. Then they then give you the parliamentary ballot, then you go and vote. So take Citi FM for a Citi FM or Citi together. You have a polling station, and your number at that polling station is 25. So when the verification machine captures 25, it means that all of 25 people have been verified. Then presidential, you vote. Then parliamentary, you go there and it is 24. Then they consider it as an irregularity. So how can I vote for presidential and decide not to vote for parliamentary become an irregularity? Then the next other challenge they put on is that the ballot ranges were not recorded on the pink sheet. That the range of ballots were not recorded. The third thing they complained about was that some of the inscriptions were not showing. For example, the total number of ballots were not written on the pink sheet. These are the complaints they sent to what is it?
The High Court. But these issues go to the root of the matter, don't they? And that's why the judge held for them. And they said that the 41 was just a sample of many other irregularities.
Let me tell you, Omaru, Sandra, you know something? All the 41 police stations they sent to court were hugely police stations that I won. All the 41. They never sent the police station that they won to court. All of the 41 police stations were police stations that I won heavily. In some instances, I will get about 400. They will get about 80. Some places, I will get 200 plus. They will get 15. These are the areas that they sampled and went to court with it. And they were asking for a round for those 41. They never said it was just a sample for the entire election that took place. That is not what happened. And his computer that was speaking, he's never been to court until today. I've never seen him in court. I've never seen any of their victims in court until today. And we were not surprised about the judgment that we got today. We were not surprised. Because a week before today, they were in the constituency going around police station there that we are going to have a rerun. They were all over Pandai telling the people that we are going to have a rerun. So it dawned on us that what is it that is going on? What is it that they didn't know that we didn't know? So I called my lawyer and gave him that information because 2 days to today, if you go to their social media, they were just advertising rerun in Pandai. So our lawyer has to prepare his appeal, prepare his state of execution, carry it to court because we were surprised. And when we got to the court, our suspicion was confirmed because the regional minister, Tanko, all those people that you don't even know what happened, they were all in court that day. And when the judge came, the judge just announced exactly what we heard in Pandai and came. So he moved ahead and filed the appeal, filed the state of execution, and then served the former MP inside, made the bailiff to serve him, and he threw it away and left. This is what happened in court. So for him to come and say that they cross-examined the EC and the EC couldn't respond to what, they are all fabrications because the video evidence is clear. It is very clear, the vandalization. If you want, go to Citi, cross-check the 8th elections, December, you will see what happened in Pandai. You will see it. Whether the collation center was attacked or it was not attacked. And for him to say that they went to Tamale and they were filling forms, it is never here nor there. I'm telling you.
Okay.
It is never here nor there. But in any case, we are human. We are human. As I sit here, my lawyer clearly said that we've accepted the ruling because we have no choice. We have no choice. We are accepted as law-abiding people. What we can do is to move ahead to file for appeal. And that's exactly what we have done.
Okay. Now, the other issue he talked about is a legal regime that regulates our elections, the CI that regulates the election. He said that per the dictates of the CI, there is a certain form that ought to be used for the declaration after collation. That was not used. Instead, a different document was used, and that nullifies, or that's part of the reason that the election was nullified. And this happened in Tamale when they were not there. What can you say to that?
What I want you to know is that he was not in court throughout the cross-examination. And if you take the CI 127 as amended, I am waiting for somebody to turn to me where there was a breach. Because in elections, when you are collating, you use the pink sheets to collate. And everybody got his pink sheet. In cross-examination, my lawyer questioned him, and they said they had all their 152 pink sheets.
Yeah, but the pink sheet details are supposed to be recorded on a certain document, and he's saying that recording was not done.
I'm coming there. I'll come there. I'm just telling you that all those pink sheets, everybody had his own pink sheet. Now, as to whether it was recorded on a different form or it was not recorded on a different form, Itanko was not there.
Yeah, but was it not presented in court as exhibits?
Never. I have the proceedings. I have the proceedings with me. There is nowhere I have seen any cross-examination talking about any form. I haven't seen it. I have not seen any form that question where the collation was done. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
And in any case, the EC is the one that can respond to whether it was on this form or it was not on this form. So the NDC. If you collect your results and you have lost, don't you know? Do you need the issue to tell you that you have lost your elections? I have beaten their candidate by 3,734. 3,734. That is the difference that existed between the two of us. 2020, the candidate that is in contention today, their candidate, I was in government. I was a leader in parliament. I lost to him by 2,072. I handed over to him. I never used the state. I never used my government. I never used my power to build my way through. I never did that. In any case, I am serving the people. I'm not afraid of going for a rerun. I'm never afraid. I am serving the people. I'm never afraid. If it is fair that I have to go for a rerun, I will go. But if you want to force a rerun because you think that you have what it takes to force a rerun and think that you can use the state apparatus and the state resources and whatever to build your way through, that is your cup of tea. But I'm telling you that I'm very, very fine. I'm not bothered.
But the conduct of the election itself, I mean, our correspondent Mohammed Amin is just sending me some updates on what happened. He says there was chaos at the coalition center, which you have talked about. He talked about materials that were destroyed, and then even weeks after the election, verification machines were found in the bush around the center. Clearly, there was a problem with the election, wasn't there?
There was, yes, and let them play to you those people who came. They packed them in their Mahindra, and the cross-examination, the issue they wrote is that the petitioner himself was not packed, so they cannot associate the vandalization to him. That is the only issue they raised in the cross-examination. That because they asked the EC whether the EC could see the petitioner himself in the video. And the EC said, no, he can't see the petitioner himself. But the supporters and the Mahindra that came were the NDC people who came. And it is public news. So they based on it and said that because the petitioner himself was not there, then it means that they cannot be associated to the petitioner. Where have you seen this before?
Finally,
where have you seen this before?
Finally, you are a leader, or you were leadership in parliament. What is the practical implication of what happened in the court today? Are you stopped from going into the chamber until this rerun is done, or you can still hold yourself as an MP? Can you teach us what the consequence of today's decision is?
I sit with you now. I am the MP for Pandai. I will go to the chamber until the court decided that they will not grant my stay of execution, which we are waiting for. But for now, I remain the MP for Pandai, and that is it. And yet, to come back to Accra, meet my party, meet my parliamentary leadership, and then we'll take it from there.
But the court has said that you are not the MP. The election has been nullified. The election that brought you has been nullified. So how are you going to enter the chamber?
That's why I've told you that I have had the necessary processes to stay the execution of whatever the court has said.
Which has not been granted yet.
Yes, but it holds it.
So until it's granted, what the court decided today holds, no?
Yes, until the court says otherwise, because we've stayed the execution for now.
You have applied, but it's not been granted, has it?
That's what I'm saying, that if you speak to the lawyers, they can tell you more about this.
Very well.
Because the father has been a leader, I am not a lawyer.
Okay.
The little legal education I have purely says that even when the court give out its ruling, it takes 7 days to take effect.
Okay. Now, effectively, if this goes through and you have to go for a rerun, that threatens your side in parliament even further. You are what, 87 now, and you are going into a rerun. Do you not worry that you reduce further to 86, and then you will be nano minority, perhaps?
You know why I'm not worried? I'm not worried because sincerely I won the election. The people gave me my mandate. The people voted for me to come and represent them. If somebody, for some reason, God has given him power, and he thinks that he can rob me of that power, I will be a happy person. In any case, I will go back to the people, ask for their mandate, and I am very positive minded that I will get their mandate back to come back to the floor and then do my business with my friends and serve Mother Ghana. In event that I don't even get the mandate, I will know that Panda people have given me their mandate. It is the powers that are higher that has caused it. In any case, I am called to serve. That is it. I have been called to serve, and that is what I intend to do.
Very
if
well.
anything comes up, so be it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
That's Honorable Matthew Nyindam. He is the NPP Member of Parliament for Pandai, whose election in 2024 has been nullified by the High Court sitting in Accra today. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We'll return with more. Please stay with us.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Citi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
My hands a champion, creating temptation. 100% natural Kivo, ginger, garlic, onion. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. Steam them natural, chicken, fish and meat. Yes,
Kivo 3-in-1 100% natural ginger, garlic, onion powder. Incredible aroma, champion taste. This advert is FDA approved.
Ginger, garlic and onion. 3-in-1 Kivo.
The Kakamotobi come out in the festive season and they are as scary as our bills. But we don't want to miss out on parties, family and festivals. Whether you say Akwaba, Maraba, Wezo or Obake, EcoBank says tap into 5s in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers and more. That's not all. Use your EcoBank card, mobile app, USSD or POS to transact and enjoy up to 15% discount. Tap into vibes with EcoBank. T's and C's apply. Bill shouldn't scare you. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my go be fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside? I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Papa no, Papa no, Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more Super.
always the best.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let me bring some of the messages you've been sending through. The NPP is dancing to the music they played for the NDC some years back. No more room for rigging in elections. That's Kennedy Onipaye there. The people of Pandai support the High Court's decision to mandate a rerun of the election within 30 days. Ensuring fair election is vital for democracy. That's from Eister. Eister. This one from Akasokri Joseph. He says, so if Parliament decides to cancel head count from their practice and replace it with hand count, and NPP MPs decide to raise both hands, the NDC can still win. Party no go. Oh. Abi National in Wa says, this tells everyone that the law is now working and no one is above the law. Again, Jin Mensah's sacking is long overdue. Okay. Alas Hamdan in Nyoin South says, the court has spoken and nothing can overturn it. I would advise the MPP to go ahead and start preparing for the rerun of the Pandai seat. It will help them more than filing for a stay of execution. Kokubansa says, the lawyer said the issue with the 41 polling stations were purely administrative matters. So where from the narrative from this former Dr. Tanku about rigging? Okay. Okroyeboa from Bremen Benin says, we shouldn't joke with the democracy we are enjoying today. Any attempt by the president to remove the EC boss will shake the very foundation of our democracy. Zilis Dwayne in London says, if you know you won legitimately, just accept the rerun and you will win against us. Simple as that. Send your message to 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. To become a teacher, you go to the colleges of education. The teachers who teach in those colleges have embarked on a strike. They have issued a statement. It's a 3-page statement signed by their national secretary and their national president, addressed to the Minister for Education, Finance, Employment, the NLC Executive Secretary, the DG of the Tertiary Education Commission, the President of PRINCOF, and the Chief Executive of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. And they say that they are embarking on a strike effective today, Monday, 24th November 2025. They are withdrawing all services in all schools. They say they are committed to quality teacher education. However, the government's persistent indifference, disregard for binding agreements, and failure to honor obligations under the NLC Arbitral Award of 2nd May 2023 have left the association with no alternative but to activate this industrial action. The strike has been necessitated by government's refusal to address the following issues, they say, and I'm going to read them for you. 1. Non-payment of all year-round work compensation for additional duties performed in 2022 for the remaining 39 colleges of education, with only partial payment made to the Accra College of Education. 2. Outstanding book and research allowance arrears for the 2023-2024 academic year. 3. Outstanding book and research allowance arrears for the 2022-2023 academic year. 4. Outstanding book and research top-up arrears for the 2021-2022 academic year owed to Akorikere College of Education. And 5. Downgrading of some experienced teaching staff who hold master's degrees in the College of Education, which undermines professional dignity and violates agreed conditions of service and the Labour Act of 2003. CITAC previously cautioned in its 27th October statement that continued government inaction would leave the association with no option but to resort to industrial action. Regrettably, this warning has not been heeded, compelling CITAC to proceed with the strike. The NLC Arbitral Award of 2nd May 2023 is legally binding on the government, and the failure to implement it in full constitutes a breach of labor law. and collective bargaining principles. CITAC has exhausted all avenues for dialogue and can no longer tolerate such disregard for due process. So CITAC wishes to state that members will not return to the lecture halls, supervise students on STS until all the listed grievances are fully resolved. The strike is a legitimate response to the government's breach of agreements and disregard of the NLC arbitral award. So that is the statement that the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CITAC, has issued in explaining the reason for going on a strike. One of the colleges of education in the country is based in Bimbilla in the northern region. Our correspondent based there, Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira, went to the school to speak to the students to understand how this strike is impacting them.
This morning we were supposed to be having lectures, but now they went for on strike like this. We are not having lectures again, and through that, like, our studies is not moving on, and we don't even have the handout for us to study it.
Since we started, they said we are having STS, and now that the teachers are on strike, we are not doing anything. We are just here we are just here all by ourselves, sitting, doing nothing.
This is even our third week since we reported, and we haven't done anything. So we are appealing to the government to do something about it, because it's really affecting us.
You heard students of the Bimbilla College of Education speaking to our correspondent, Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira. AJB, what else do you have?
President John Dramani Mahama is underscoring the need for Africa to take full ownership of its natural resources to maximize economic value. He points to the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board as a key step, noting that gold exports are now delivering stronger foreign exchange inflows compared to previous years when export volumes and earnings were misaligned. Addressing the Third African Association of Accountants General Conference, John Dramani Mahama stressed that the continent must confidently assert sovereignty over its natural resources and prioritize value addition to drive sustainable growth.
We also found a disparity where a mining company's figures of exported gold was different from the gold received by exported by that same mining company to Canada. And so this government took the bold decision to establish the gold board and make it illegal to take any gold out of Ghana with stringent penalties. And you wouldn't believe it, the amount of foreign exchange that we get from the gold trade has suddenly jumped so high. It just shows, what greater control of your natural resources can do. And Africa should not be ashamed of it. I mean, the developed countries say they are tired of giving us ODA. Humanitarian assistance has reduced by 40% across the world. And God blessed us with those natural resources. And we must use those natural resources to improve the lives of our people. And so any country that has natural resources in terms of minerals and all that, we must increase our sovereignty in terms of how those natural resources are either exported or insist on value addition for them.
You heard President John Dramani Mahama.
This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are learning of a petition that has been sent to the President by a worker at the Electoral Commission requesting that proceedings be instituted to remove the chairperson of the EC and her two deputies. This person who sent the petition is Joseph Blankson, and he's joined me on the line. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, Mr. Joseph Blankson Edumazi, correct?
Yes, your line is very far away. I can't hear you loud.
Okay, let me try. Joseph Blankson Edumazi. Can you hear me?
Yes, Edumazi, yeah.
Sounds like you're from Central Region.
Yes, Cape Coast.
Oh, okay. You work with the Electoral Commission?
Hello?
You work with Ghana's Electoral Commission?
Yes.
Since when?
22nd January.
January 2012. What do you do at the EC? Headquarters or region or district?
Headquarters.
As a what?
Yes, as a database administrator.
Oh, okay. So you've been at the EC head office since 2012?
Yeah, since Afarijan's time.
So you worked under Afarijan, under Charlotte Ose, and under Jean Mensah?
Exactly.
Same role?
Yes, same role. Nothing has changed.
Has the Electoral Commission been deteriorating over the years or progressing over the years?
You said, has it been deteriorating or progressing over the years?
Yes, from 2012 since you joined. Okay, if you don't want to answer, it's okay. I'll leave it. What do you say is the problem with the EC boss and the deputies? For which reason you sent your petition?
You see, because I've petitioned the president under the Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution, I just don't want to go deep into the petition. I have petitioned him, but as you saw today, the press release, it stated incompetence and chronism and the election and then other stuff on it. So for now, that is what we will look at, and then the president will take it from there.
I see, but if I asked you, Joseph Blancy, you work at the EC, you've been working since 2012. That's what, 13 years ago?
Yes.
My math is not that good, or is it 13?
Almost 15 years.
Okay, I'll take yours. 8 plus 5. 13 years.
Yes.
Master, my math is better than you. So if I ask you as a worker of Electoral Commission, what generally is wrong with the EC, what would you say?
Generally wrong with the EC?
Yes, Electoral Commission, administrative matters, issues that have to do with leadership.
A lot of things is wrong there, but I don't want to delve deep into it. But a lot of things.
Okay. When did you send your petition?
Not too long ago. Not too long.
I'll be happy to know when exactly.
I'm driving now, and I think I have to take the date, but I don't have the document with me. So, but it's not too long ago.
Was it a month ago, a week ago, a year ago?
I think a week ago. Yeah.
About a week ago. Do you remember the day?
No, I don't. Unless I check the document.
Okay.
If I were to be home, I'm driving. That is why when you were calling, you were finding difficult to even get me.
Okay, no problem. Just wanted to check a few things. So, did you hand deliver it or you posted it?
No, I hand delivered. I went to Jubilee House myself.
So they
hand delivered it.
They received it.
Yes.
Do you have a stamp and signature of the recipient?
Yes, it was done. As they delivered, they received, they did all the stuff.
So you sent 2 copies, I presume, and had both of them stamped and one given back to you?
Yeah, I sent copies, yeah.
Yeah, typically these things, you send 2 copies, they sign or stamp both and give you back one. I'm asking if that's what happened.
You see,
or you don't remember?
I don't want to talk much about it.
No. This is not about the content of the petition. I just want to know who received it and what time the petition was received.
Oh, okay. They came to receive. The secretary came to receive it.
So did you drop it at the reception, or you went all the way to the floor on the president, where the president is?
They came to the reception to receive it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you political?
Am I political?
Yes,
no, I'm not political.
Are you doing this on behalf of anybody or group of persons?
Oh, no.
Did you go to work today?
No, I didn't go to work today. I have been for a while now. I don't go to work.
Why, you resigned or you were sacked?
No, I've not resigned. I've not been sacked. I'm on an interdiction.
Interdiction for what? What did you do?
It's a whole lot, but it was about these DVDs that they were talking about some things which were not true about me, but I don't want to go there.
The ones that were found in the refuse dump?
Exactly, but I don't want to go there. So
the ones that were sold?
No, I don't know about that.
The ones that were sold as scrap?
Yes, those old machines, but not with me. But it's not even true. That is the whole thing. It was a call story, and then
so
and then they sued me. They still couldn't. Prove anything. And for 1 year, I won the case, and I have sued them.
So you were interdicted, and out of anger, you decided to also show them something by writing a petition to the president.
No, not at all.
You are not happy with them. You are angry with Jean Mensah and her 2 deputies.
Not that. Even if I was happy with them, anything that I see that is not good, I will still write the petition. So it's not because of that.
So what was this petition about then? If it was not because of anger and possibly vendetta? Mr. Edumazi. Hello? Hello, can you hear me, sir? Joseph Blankson Edumazi is an interdicted staff of the Electoral Commission who petitioned the president for the removal of Jean Mensah and 2 deputies. Unfortunately, the line was not helpful, so we couldn't continue with the conversation. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We've contacted the presidency. Officially, we do not have a response yet on whether the petition has been received and whether any action will be taken on same. This Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Maybe what else do we have?
Speaker of Parliament Alban Babin is calling for a strengthened partnership between Parliament and the media to break down complex information to the grassroots level. This, he says, will improve public trust in Parliament and drive citizen participation. Speaker Alban Babin made these remarks during an engagement between Parliament's leadership and news editors from various media houses across the country.
Parliament and the press function as their agents, demanding transparency and responsibility on their behalf. In fact, my next speaker's breakfast meeting is going to target on this area, how we can get Parliament to the grassroots level and how we can break down these technical languages into simpler and easily understood language for our people to move with us. That way, we'll be able to claw back the lost trust our people, our voters have in us as leaders. I want to take this opportunity to encourage all of you to engage.
You heard Speaker of Parliament Alban Babin. The campaign team of NPP flag bearer aspirant Kennedy Ejapon says it has identified 2,664 deceased persons in the provisional delegates album ahead of the January 2026 primaries. After auditing the album with 2 agents per constituency, the team uncovered multiple discrepancies and is demanding immediate corrections to safeguard credibility. Campaign Administrator Charles Bissiou, in an interview with Citi News, says they will meet the Presidential Elections Committee on Tuesday to resolve the issue.
The reason why we wrote to prompt them is not to chastise the elections committee, but in support of what they're doing, because they've done extremely well so far, trying to sanitize the system so that we have a fair, free and fair elections on the 31st of January. However, the Presidential Elections Committee set out that in 0276, we should all come together, do the verification, and then include past officers, remove deceased people and all that, as the conference of the party agreed on the 17th of July at the Legon Stadium. So basically, following that exercise and then meeting the elections committee on the 20th of November, we would have thought that the deceased people will be out of the album and then the new officers added on, but then they're still persistent. That is why we wrote to them. They've written back to us. They're meeting us tomorrow, which is I think the 24th, and then we're going to go through the album with them, and then a decision will be taken thereafter.
Charles Bissiou is the campaign administrator of the Kennedy Ejapon campaign team. Now, the second edition of Channel 1 TV and Citi FM's Agri Fair comes off from the 28th to the 30th of this month at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. The fair aims to connect farmers directly to consumers and showcase produce from across the country. Building on feedback from June's maiden edition, this year's event will feature more food items, expanded exhibition and agribusiness clinics. Head of Programs Production, Apioko Sarah Mashon Abbey, says the goal is to boost market access and strengthen the agribusiness ecosystem.
We can't all drive to Kunkrentumi to go and buy what we want to buy from the farm gate.
Yeah.
Right? You may not, if you're not, you will even find a route to take you there.
True.
And so closing the gap between the farmer and the producer buyer, and then the buyer, the consumer, was also a very big conversation. So that now, you also need to learn how to do things that work for our system. Let's be honest, Ghanaians, we like convenience.
True.
You know, especially when you've worked and done let's say you become middle income or you're on the cusp of it, very aspirational, you want some kind of convenience. It's the reason why we order from Instagram or we tweet, or now we post on X and say, oh, I'm looking for this, and someone comes into your DM and tells you I have it on offer. They can deliver it to you. And so if you have the phone number of the person who sells the chicken that you need twice a month, then that's a conversation going. So it's also giving us a way of seeing how consumer-producer relations should look like in our context.
That was the head of programs production at Channel 1 TV, Apioko Sarah Mashon Abe.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Flight 715 is now boarding at Gate 4.
Welcome to the Stanbic Bank app that makes you live a lot more like
topping up my electricity before ECG do me yawa.
That's smart. And you have to send mom money. Forgot?
Easy. We'll just transfer from the app.
We are about to take off.
Okay, let me also enable my travel notice.
It was that easy, huh?
Complete. Now I can use my card abroad without it getting declined.
Hey, you forgot to pay your water bill. The guys are outside to disconnect.
Wait a minute. Water bill payment? Done.
Why you lucky?
Charlie, my Stanbic Bank app sorting me back to back.
Level up and do more with the Stanbic Bank app. Download now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh or call 0302-815-789 to get started. Stanbic Bank.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. I want time where you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel where I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish Magobe fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you have the Magobe inside? I give you info. Make a feel the Gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
It's your day off and you end up looking after the baby while your wife goes off to work. You realize you have no idea how to change a diaper. So you video call your wife.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, hello.
Kojo, is everything alright?
Everything is not alright. I'm not seeing Topo. How do I change a baby's diaper, please?
Kojo. Okay, first, put the diaper.
The video call freezes. While you wait for the internet to catch up, the baby sprouts a fountain and wets the diaper. As you are getting a new one, your wife comes back online.
Kojo, no!
But I had to go and get a new diaper. What must I do next? I beg, quick.
Open the front of the diaper. It's the side that has...
Wow, look, the video freezes again. Abba.
By now you know where the conversation is going. There's no buffering in real life, so why accept it from your internet connection? Get connected and experience ultra-fast internet to your home, powered by MTN Fiber Broadband. From the Internet Masters. MTN, everywhere you go.
Who is calling me this other one?
Hello. Good evening, Kwame.
Good evening.
We are into baby foods and would like to introduce...
Wait a minute. How did you get my number? You just use ways and means to find people's numbers and be calling them by heart. No respect for privacy or anything at all.
Oh, Bra Kwame.
Is your business privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work, like their name, number, location? You might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a big company or a small one, you must respect people's right to privacy. Register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and guided on the right systems to put in place to help protect information you collect about people. Register your company. It's simple and online. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh to register. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from 4,050 for individuals, 5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Ejubi Wiafe Akente. Let's settle for the details. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Esiama, says the Ghanaian economy is now transitioning from a phase of recovery into a period of real expansion. Opening the 127th Monetary Policy Committee meeting in Accra, Dr. Esiama noted that economic activity has strengthened significantly this quarter, with growth becoming broader and more stable across key sectors. He explained that several areas of the economy have outperformed earlier forecasts, indicating that the momentum is no longer hinging on a few industries but is now more widely distributed.
What stands out this quarter is the broad momentum in economic activity. Growth has been stronger and more diversified than anticipated. The first half of the year recorded 6.3% GDP growth. This was driven mainly by vibrant expansion in services and agriculture, while non-oil GDP surged to 7.8%. Our high-frequency indicators that we monitor also echo this trend. That is, the composite index of economic activity suggests an increase of about 9%, and business and consumer sentiments also remain firmly positive. Taken together, these gains confirm that the negative output gap is narrowing and the economy is gradually shifting from recovery to expansion. But the turnaround is not accidental. It reflects our sustained fiscal discipline, the cautious but determined monetary stance, and structural policy reforms, particularly the improvements in the FX operations framework and the rebuilding of our external buffers.
Dr. Johnson Esiama is governor of the Bank of Ghana. The Securities and Exchange Commission is alerting the public to a surge in fraudulent investment schemes being advertised on multiple television channels across the country. In a public notice issued today, the SEC said these so-called money doubling schemes promise unusually high returns at little to no risk and have not been approved, licensed, or authorized by the Commission. Some of the schemes are branded under names such as EcoCash, AeroPay, World Remit, Chase Bank, and US Bank Online. The Commission further warned that those promoting such schemes are in breach of the Securities Industry Act and the Companies Act, which prohibits public invitations and advertisements for unlicensed investment products. Away from that, prices of spare parts have started to decline and could see a further reduction through the end of the year. This comes after the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofuswe-Jare, held discussions with leaders of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, spare parts dealers and transport operators to address persistent price distortions and recent hikes across major markets. Citi Business News understands that spare parts leaders will be meeting with importers and retailers this week to push for additional reductions. Techiado is head of communications for the Abosokan Spare Parts Dealers Association.
But some of the price has been reduced already, but we need more. At least the way we anticipated that the price will come down is not what we are seeing. But there's more prices down. It left more. That's what I'm saying, by 90%. But from now to the end of the year, you see more prices will reduce. But mind you, next year 2026 is going to be 99.9% prices reduction in our spare parts industry. Next year 2026, we are not educating our people. We are talking to importers because a lot of us are retailers. The importers are very few. Only few of us can be retail and importer at the same time. So we are talking to the importers and the retailers. So for the close of this weekend, there's something good or the solution. At least we'll get a solution to that.
Techiado is the head of communications for the Abosokai Spare Parts Dealers Association. And that's all for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Ejubi Wiafe Akinti. Up next is Point Blank.
This November, elegance comes alive at the Ambassador Ballroom of the Movenpick Hotel, Accra. Experience a night of fine dining and classical artistry with Guy Bertrand K, Kokui Selome, and the Afro Maestro Orchestra. Enjoy a luxurious 4-course dinner with wine pairings crafted to perfection. Tickets are 1,800 Ghana cedis, but grab your early bird for just 1,500. Join us on Thursday, the 27th of November at 7 p.m. for a celebration of music, culture, and pure sophistication. Reserve now. Call 020-433-3136 or 0302-611-000. The Movenpick Classical Music Night, where every moment is pure elegance.
Make a choice. Go for it. You need support to achieve. A new verse awaits you. The Republic Verse, where you're treated as uniquely as you are. Succeed, thrive, outshine yourself. This is our verse, the Republic Verse. Join the Republic Verse and big up. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Hey Ghana, the lights are going off again, but this time for good reason. Melcom Blackouts deals are here. From November 13th to 30th, prices go dark and savings shine. Visit your nearest Melcom store today. Melcom, your #1 shopping destination. Terms and conditions apply.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. I repeat, or call 0244-644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News. On Point Blank tonight, we bring you excerpts from the government's accountability series. The Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, has announced that beginning of 2026, the ministry will supply farmers with only locally sourced seeds, a move aimed at strengthening domestic agricultural production. He also revealed that Ghana will launch the Ghana Food Brigade before the end of December to boost agricultural productivity and enhance food security nationwide. In addition, 10,000 young people will be enrolled in the National Service Scheme under a new 4-year program, with a portion retained each year as permanent staff to support the ministry's extension services and assist farmers across the country. Let's listen to him.
Food security. Without seed sovereignty, there can be no food security. We recognize the immense potential of our research institutions in seed research, development, and testing, and the ministry stands ready to collaborate with them to work towards full seed sovereignty. From 2026, MOFA will only supply locally sourced seeds to the Ghanaian farmers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is instructive to note that the support of the Korean Plant Industries Association, KOPIA, with the support of the Korea Plant Industries Association, KOPIA, Ghanaian farmers are undergoing intensive training in seed production. At the same time, the Korean Rural Corporation is developing irrigation infrastructure on 100 hectares of land to support rice seed production. To ensure sustainability and affordability, the Korea Institute for Advancement of Technology, KIAT, has commissioned 1 megawatt solar farm to power the irrigation systems. With technical support from the Ministry of Energy, this project is expected to be completed in 2027. It will produce 10,000 tons of high-quality rice seed, and Ghana will be well on its way to rice seed independence. Similarly, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, in collaboration with the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority, is training rice seed producers in Weta, Botanga, and Tono. In addition, a memorandum of understanding has been signed with the government of the Netherlands to facilitate the technical and financial capacity building for the development of vegetable seed production in Ghana. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me at this juncture seize the opportunity to express our unqualified appreciation to KOPIA for making available 300 tons of Ejapa rice seed developed by the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, to support our rice farmers free of charge, and an additional 154 tons to support the lean season production. Seed testing capacity. With support from AGRA, the ministry has taken delivery of modern seed testing equipment for the Plant Protection and Regulatory Services Directorate for quality assurance of locally produced and imported seeds. Fertilizer quality control. AGRA has again supported the acquisition of fertilizer testing equipment for PPRSD, enhancing the ministry's ability to monitor and regulate fertilizer quality nationwide. Now, soil management. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, effective soil management is indispensable for enhanced crop productivity. It is against this background that In partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization, MOFA has taken delivery of state-of-the-art soil testing equipment, and the soil laboratory in Kumasi is being rehabilitated and retooled to international standards. Soil sampling and analysis across the country will commence in the early part of 2026. This initiative is crucial for developing soil-specific fertilizer blends and improving yields. It also enables us to determine crop suitability in specific areas for increased productivity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, FAO, MOFA, and the Soil Research Institute of CSIR are collaborating to build a reliable scientific foundation for sustainable soil management and agricultural planning in Ghana. Weather information systems, building climate intelligence for agriculture. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, agricultural success today depends not only on land and labor, but on timely and accurate weather information. Climate variability and unpredictability are among the greatest risks our farmers face, and responding to these requires systems that generate, analyze, and disseminate data in real time. The ministry has made significant strides in transforming Ghana's agro-meteorological landscape. We have installed 20 automated weather stations across the country under the Ghana Meteorological Agency GMET. These stations, unlike manual ones, collect data automatically 24/7, ensuring higher accuracy and consistency, further data transmission to GMET central database, elimination of manual dependency for readings, enhanced forecasting, and eliminate modeling for disaster prevention and farm planning. Out of the 20 automated weather stations, 11 are located in senior high schools, where climate clubs have been formed to promote environmental literacy and ownership. This does not only provide fiscal security for the instruments, but also educates the next generation about climate-smart agriculture. The automated weather stations allow us to provide with precise and hyper-local advisories on rainfall patterns, temperature trends, wind conditions, and soil health, directly influencing planting, harvesting, and fertilizer application decisions. To integrate and analyze data from both manual and automated weather stations, the ministry is establishing a management information system. The system will enable real-time analysis, visualization, and dissemination of weather forecasts to support cropping decisions, food system planning, and early warning mechanisms. The supplier for the MIS has been shortlisted, and the evaluation report has been submitted to the World Bank for approval. Once completed, this MIS will serve as the digital backbone of Ghana's agro-meteorological intelligence. Another groundbreaking initiative in the climate model pilot designed to strengthen early warning systems and improve farmers' access to actionable digital advisories. So far, 1,059 farmers across 15 regions have been receiving climate-smart agricultural advice via SMS and voice calls, helping them to prepare for planting and weather disruptions. The full launch of the climate model is scheduled for the first week of December 2025 and will reach tens of thousands more. Information dissemination infrastructure to ensure that weather data reaches all farmers, regardless of location. The ministry has secured a partnership with the Ministry of Communication to send SMS alerts free of charge to farmers. Local FM stations and community information centers are being engaged to broadcast forecasts in local languages. Agricultural extension agents are being equipped with motorbikes to deliver forecasts directly to remote communities. Through our growing network of almost 70,000 community commodity farmer cooperatives, this information is disseminated in real time to support timely action. Furthermore, with the support of the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, the Event Application Plus, EMA Plus, a modern tool that represents a new milestone in the journey of Ghana towards enhancing animal health surveillance, disease notification, and early warning systems, has been developed and deployed to strengthen early detection and rapid response to livestock disease. This was launched on 25th September 2025 by Magusev, and under this system, once a farmer observes any abnormal symptoms, they can immediately log the case on the EMA Plus platform, which transmits the report to the Central Diagnostic Laboratory in Accra. The laboratory, now fully equipped and retooled, conduct rapid diagnosis and provide immediate feedback to guide treatment. The EMA Plus platform is protecting the investment of our farmers by ensuring timely intervention, reducing disease spread, and safeguarding animal health and environmental safety and food quality. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with these comprehensive systems in place, Ghana is entering a new era of climate-smart agriculture, where technology, data, and local knowledge work hand in hand to safeguard the livelihoods of our farmers and the food security of our nation. This is agriculture anchored on data and technology. Delivering the Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda through the Feed Ghana program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to operationalize the Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda, MOFA has rolled out the Feed Ghana program as a flagship implementation framework. This program translates the high-level goals of ITA into visible, ground-level interventions that are restoring hope, reviving agricultural enterprises, and reclaiming Ghana's food sovereignty. Under the Feed Ghana program, we want to achieve two major things. One, food sufficiency, to be able to feed every Ghanaian here from local resources. And two, provide constant and uninterrupted supply of raw materials for industrial operations to support the government broad policy of the 24-hour economy. Allow me to walk you through the key pillars of the Feed Ghana program, detailing what we have achieved in the last 10 months. Campaign to stimulate national interest in agriculture. Feed Ghana becomes a national movement. The first leg of the Feed Ghana program is a nationwide campaign to stimulate patriotism, interest, and participation in agriculture. What began as a policy intervention has now evolved to a national movement, a rallying call to institutions, youth, and communities to take ownership of Ghana's agricultural revival. Under this campaign, several public and private institutions are actively engaged in institutional farming. This includes the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Prison Service, the National Service Authority, 413 senior high schools, junior high schools, and primary schools, public universities such as the University of Ghana, KNUST, UCC, UDS, Ho Technical University, University of Energy and Natural Resources, etc., etc. Faith-based organizations including churches and mosques. This growing participation is a testimony to the fact that today the Feed Ghana program is currently the cynosure of all Ghanaians. It has rekindled a national spirit of food independence and restored dignity to farming. Home gardening. As part of the Feed Ghana campaign, a clarion call has been made to all households to engage in home gardening to help reduce household expenditure on food, especially vegetables. The participation has been massive and incredible, even though the campaign has not achieved its full objectives. It has been a passable endeavor. To sustain this home garden program, MOFA is establishing nurseries at the district departments of agriculture across the country to improve household access to the seedlings of various vegetables. Irrigation for wealth creation, ending rain-dependent agriculture. A critical enabler for food sufficiency under the Feed Ghana program is irrigation infrastructure. To ensure all year-round production and climate resilience, MOFA is aggressively shifting Ghana's agriculture from rain-fed production to irrigation-based farming. This, in the wisdom of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, would facilitate our journey towards food security. Key developments in the past 9 months include construction of 10 new small dams, rehabilitation of 8 existing irrigation dams, 250 solar-powered boreholes for farming communities and second cycle schools across the 5 regions of the North, Bono, and Ahafo regions. We are also rehabilitating the following irrigation schemes: via irrigation scheme in Bogatanga and Bongo district of the Upper East region to cover land size of 850 hectares. Without irrigation scheme in Ketu North, municipal of the Volta region, to cover land size of 880 hectares. Chanoso irrigation scheme in Tachiman, municipal of the Bono East region, to cover land size of 100 hectares. Ashaman irrigation scheme in Greater Accra, land size of 200 hectares. Aveime irrigation scheme in the Volta region, land size of 245 hectares. It must be stated here that Canada has donated 25 solar-powered boreholes. 15 have been completed, and the remaining 10 will be completed in the first quarter of 2026. The European Union, through FAO, have also donated 45 solar-powered boreholes for selected districts in the northern part of the country. Processes have begun for the construction of the following new inland valleys for rice production. 1, Enunuso Inland Valley in Enunuso, Brofiedu, Nkwankwanua, and our Waham communities in the Ashanti region to cover land size of 175 hectares. Atonsu Inland Valley in Atonsu and Abramaso communities in the Ashanti region to cover land size of 150 hectares. Kawampe Inland Valley in Kawampe, Chamfuto, Kaka, Tadifufuo, Tahiru Ekura, Chiranda, Atekura, and Abrawan communities in the Bono East region. This is to cover 647 hectares. Odaho and Odamu Inland Valleys in Yankroma and then Doniaso communities in the Ashanti region, land size of 114 hectares. Wamukumi Inland Valley in Wamukumi and Ofenhon communities in the Ashanti region, land size of 114 hectares. Additionally, FSRP is supporting the implementation of several pipeline irrigation projects. These interventions are designed not only to support smallholders, but also to anchor commercial farming clusters. Now, farmer service centers. Mechanization for modern agriculture. Mechanization is a fundamental requirement for modern agriculture. Under the Feed Ghana program, the ministry is establishing farmer service centers across the country. Procurement processes will soon begin for the acquisition of 660 tractors, 400 combine harvesters, and related equipment. In total, over 4,000 pieces of agricultural machinery and implements are being mobilized to equip the first 50 farmer service centers. These centers will provide services such as land preparation, input supply, harvesting support, storage facilities, extension advisory services, market linkage, and equipment leasing at affordable rates, especially to smallholder farmers. Agricultural extension officers, strengthening the front line of knowledge transfer. Ladies and gentlemen, the role of agricultural extension officers cannot be overemphasized. They are the bridge between research and farming practices, bringing innovation and science to the farm gate. However, the current extension agent to farmer ratio in Ghana is far below the international standard. While the acceptable ratio is 1 AEA to 500 farmers in Ghana, it is 1 AEA to over 1,500 farmers. This gap constrains knowledge transfer and adoption of modern agricultural practices. To address this, MOFA plans to procure 540 motorbikes to facilitate AEA mobility. 150 of these motorbikes were distributed on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. A total of 400 AEAs are being recruited as Feed Ghana coordinators for all the districts. Their motorbikes are being readied for deployment. It is our hope that the Ghana Food Brigade will be launched before the end of December this year. In addition, 10,000 youth are being enrolled on the National Service Scheme under a 4-year program. Each year, a portion of these youth will be retained as permanent ministry staff to augment agricultural extension delivery. This is to clear the backlog of students who have completed the ministry's agricultural and veterinary colleges from 2015 up to date and have not been posted. By investing in the front line of service delivery, MOFA is cementing the foundation for modern, climate-smart, and data-driven agriculture. Cooperatives, building the social infrastructure for economic transformation. To ensure scale, coordination, and inclusivity, MOFA is placing community commodity-focused farmer cooperatives at the heart of agricultural transformation. These cooperatives are not just for aggregation and marketing. They are being positioned as platforms for training, finance, mechanization, input access, and climate adaptation. As of 11th October 2025, a total of 70,000 community commodity-focused cooperatives have been established across the country. These cooperatives are being integrated into every major intervention, from mechanization to weather advisory, ensuring no farmer is left behind. This is to give the farmers a voice in all agricultural matters. Once they are into cooperatives, they can negotiate for reasonable prices for inputs and reasonable prices for outputs. They can also enjoy the advantages of economies of scale as they live in the same area and produce the same commodity. They can share ideas and prefer solutions to challenges confronting them together.
So that's the Honorable Eric Opoku. He's Minister for Agriculture. He's Member of Parliament, speaking at the Government Accountability Series. Ending tonight's edition of Eyewitness News, which came to you from our studios in Accra. I am Umaru Sandamadu here tonight with Jubi Wiafia Kentin. Sami Wiafia and Kobina Wilson were the producers for tonight. Desmond Nyako supported us with the technical production. The new media support came through from Yamano Osu and his team. We'll be back tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Up next is Footprint with Samuel Atabinsa. Good night.
Citi News.